Thanks for joining us on today's Papé Toolkit. Today we're going to go over some 6x4 Gators that we just got back from our rental fleet. Let's get into it. So as I said, these are some Gators from our rental fleet. So you're going to see a little bit of wear and tear on them. They each have roughly about 300 hours on them. Which is kind of a drop in the bucket. These are diesel units, so that's really not that many hours for us on a diesel unit since they're built to last for a very, very long time. But let's go over some of the cool features that you're gonna get with a 6x4 Gator. So why is a 6x4 Gator the right choice for you as a customer? So if I am a nursery or a seed company, which is where these guys came back from being rented, it's kind of a given. This is something that I'm gonna wanna have in my arsenal. I've got a really large load capacity, so I can load these beds up to about 1,200 pounds. So I can do a lot of work, put a lot of equipment in the back of them, put a lot of material in the back of them. I can have them equipped with hydraulic dumps, but if you don't have them equipped with a hydraulic dump, just like this particular unit, this is just a gas strut actuated unit. So I pull a lever and it's got a gas strut that you can see is gas strut assisted on it. So that's really nice to have. They have an automotive style tailgate. And that's kind of the key word in the Gator community for us as for John Deere. We want to have them have that automotive kind of feel to them. So you're going to have a standard kind of gas pedal brake setup that's very similar to what you drive around in as a car. In this particular unit, we've got a forward and reverse and neutral, just like you would see in an automatic car. And then we have a differential lock just in case we need a little bit extra traction. And then you can see that we have a nice park brake in the middle. The tow capacity on these 6x4 Gators is approximately 1,400 pounds when equipped. It's going to have a hitch package that is an accessory that is sold either when you order it from the factory or through our parts department. They use a 1.25 inch hitch receiver on this particular one, which is relatively common. It's kind of the smaller size, but it is common in the Gator and UTV world. You'll also notice that on the front of these, we've got the front bumper package on these. The front bumper also has that 1.25 hitch receiver on the front of it. So there's a winch plate that the winch actually goes on and it fits into the hitch in the front, or I can have it on the back. Of course, you have to add a couple of extra wiring harnesses to do that, but it's really nice to be able to have that flexibility. So if I wanted to winch, I could have one on the front or the back just by changing it out of that hitch receiver. These also can be equipped with some side bumpers and rear bumper packages. These two machines don't have that particular feature on them, so rear bumpers would just go right on the back, kind of protect against the back of the machine, and then the side bumper package, which brings it all the way down to the side and it protects this fender a little bit more. So again, if I'm needing a little bit more protection, you actually have that at your disposal. You can also order this Gator without that front bumper whatsoever, so that just helps you with the overall payload capacity, a little bit less weight. Some other nice and simple features that this Gator is going to come equipped with is a 12-volt charger. So you've got a 12-volt charger right in the dash. You've got the light switch, so that operates the lights up front. It actually comes pre-wired with that, with the wiring system for the hydraulic lift function. So all I would have to do is order the hydraulic ram from my parts department, and that's an easy add-on since these guys did not come equipped with it. But it is pre-wired already for that. You're going to see a big, nice grab handle and glove box that's right on the right-hand side, so I can store a bunch of stuff. I've got multiple cup holders on both sides. I've got a little bit of storage right in the center. And of course, I've got my fuel gauge that's located right between my two seats so I can know how much diesel I have in these particular units at any given time. Moving back to the cargo box. The cargo box is made with some poly sides that are removable. So if I wanted to have a flatbed back here, this is really nice that I can have that flatbed right in the back of this unit. So if I was carrying like a big tire, big wheel or something like that that was bigger than the size of this could carry, that would be an easy changeover. It's just some Allen head bolts, couple on the outside, and then a couple on the inside. Just pull those out and it's really nice and easy. This one's got the tail light kit in it, so it's got actually working tail lights and reverse lights, and it's got a spray-in bed liner, so it's got a nice thick spray-in bed liner for all sorts of work in there. Additionally, it's got tie-down points, lots of different tie-down points in the back, and then again, that automotive style tailgate. So automotive style tailgate, really easy to take that tailgate down and put stuff inside. Ergonomics on this particular unit are pretty simplistic. So not a lot of options on this. I believe they do make a seat kit that makes it adjustable. Doesn't give you a lot more flexibility to the rear, but it can make that seat come forward a little bit. So just like a standardized car seat, I just press the lever to the side and it moves the seat forward, which is really nice. You've got a fuel fill cap right here. Obviously this one's green because it's a diesel unit. Let me jump inside of it really quick. So pretty comfortable. As you can see, there's not a lot of overhead protection or anything like that. The reason that is these don't go horribly fast. They've got about a 19-mile-an-hour traveling speed on them. So not a huge amount of speed. It's enough for around the farm and around the works experience. Enough to get the job done pretty decently quick, but not too fast that I'm gonna be too worried that I'm gonna get injured in this particular unit. So but everything is nice, easy, comfortable, and well within reach. I'm about 6 foot, so pretty easy on this particular one. I don't think I would be cramped probably up until about 6'5". I'd start to think I might be a little bit cramped. And then if I really needed to and move, I would add that feature that I could move the seat forward if I was a little bit shorter. Let's talk about tire selection on these 6x4 Gators. I've got two options. I can either go a turf route or I can go with what you see here, which is the Kenda kind of all-terrain, heavy-duty, all-purpose tire that I've got on it right here. Really nice feature, gonna give you a little bit more traction with this feature. With the turf, you're gonna get a little bit more flotation, a little less impact onto the earth. Either way you're looking at it, all power is still going to the back here with 4 wheels powered all the time. It does have an open differential on these, so I can still make those nice turns and not tear up the turf. So that's the really kind of big sell is, I've got a lot of weight in the back. I've got that spread over 6 wheels instead of 4, so I can go ahead and move equipment on softer turf a little easier. So let's talk about diesel versus gas. So we talked about a little bit of the features of these since they're both diesel units. Where would this come into play? Why would I go with gas? Why would I go with diesel? I would say it comes down to a matter of what do I have on hand on my farm, my property, you know, what is more easily accessible. The other big thing is, quite frankly, diesel engines generally last a bit longer than a gas engine. The gas engine variant in this is a Kawasaki engine. It's 15.5 horsepower. It's going to last a long time. You're probably not gonna have any issues with it. But the diesel engine is that 3-cylinder Yanmar diesel that's kind of tried and true that we've been putting in these machines and our tractors for many years. And so either way you go, it's not a bad selection, but I would say if you're looking for a more utilitarian and torque-oriented option, the torque is definitely going to be in the diesel. The convenience factor of gas definitely comes into play when I'm looking at these. The other big difference between the gas and diesel is going to be the overall weight. So when you buy the diesel version, it's going to be about 389 pounds of dry weight. And if you went with the gas version, it's going to be about 1,087 pounds. So you're talking 300 pounds of difference in weight. That's pretty significant. I think the diesel would still lend itself to be a little bit more efficient just because it is a diesel engine. Thanks for checking out this 6x4 Gator with me. This has been a real pleasure to do this. You know, I haven't seen these 6x4s in a little bit. This is kind of one of those timeless pieces of equipment that we've had in our inventory as, you know, as John Deere sellers for forever. Like, I remember these as a young man, just being kind of a standard on the farm, and they continue to be that standard today. There's not a lot that's kind of changed on these, and that's kind of a show, that's a true sign that this was built right from the beginning. And so if you're looking for something like this for your farm or property, we would love to help you out here at Papé Machinery. If you've got a comment or question, please post that down in the comments below, and we'll certainly get back to you on that. Can't wait to show you some more of these different Gators. Got a whole lineup of Gators coming your way, so stay tuned. We'll talk to you soon. Hi, my name is Jason Hughes. I'm a territory manager out of Eugene, Oregon. I'm also a large property owner and own a lot of the equipment that you see featured in these videos. I hope you find this content helpful. If you have any questions, please comment below.